Sadhana means there are negative things around, but still you're keeping yourself positive. Sadhana means that there's a reason to be disturbed, but you're not disturbed. There is a reason to be attached, but you're not attached. There's a reason to be proud, and yet you are feeling normal. So you do that when you accept negative situations as opportunities for austerity. Remember the two dogs? The negative situations only speeded up their journey. So Sri Krishna is saying, Arjun, those people who have destroyed their sins. Now this is a way of saying those who have purified their hearts. So such kinds of people, they become free from the illusion of dualities. So they take both of them as the graces of God. You may have heard the story that one saint, he had an arch enemy. The saint never thought that he has an enemy, but the enemy thought that the saint is my jani dushman. Like for example, Yudhishthir is called Ajat Shatru. Yudhishthir, his enemy has not been born. Ajat Shatru. Now he's fighting a war with this whole Kaurava army, and his title is he doesn't have any enemies. Because within himself he doesn't think that he has any enemies. He is beyond those dualities. So likewise this Mahatma, there's somebody who considered him as an arch enemy. And he was always criticizing and blaspheming this Mahatma. And one day the news came to the ashram that that man has died. All the disciples were so relieved. Guruji, today we should have a party and cut a cake. That man is no more. Guruji started crying. People asked, Arey Guruji, why are you crying? Guruji said, because of him I was making speedy progress. He was ensuring my progress. Now when he is no more, I have got worried that how will I continue doing my sadhana well? Because doing your sadhana well requires being tested in negativity. Saint Kabir, he has said this, that Nindak niyare rakhiye angan kuti chhabai. He says, you are trying to do sadhana, I want to do mind management, and sometimes you succeed less, sometimes you don't succeed. But if you want a sure shot remedy for sadhana, then he says, Nindak niyare rakhiye angan kuti chhabai. Get a critic, somebody who's really vituperative, who doesn't spare you in his bitter words. Put him in your angan, in your courtyard, and put a tilak on him. Means offer your respect. Yes, sir. What do you have to say? Please tell me. Let him really give it all. And you just tolerate. Without soap and water, you will cleanse your heart in that negative circumstance. So positive circumstances are definitely good. They give you opportunity to nurture yourself. But negative circumstances are of a category of their own. They are God's special blessings. To ensure that you cannot now avoid this, you are forced to exert your spiritual wisdom and face the situation. It's a do or die. If I don't grow in this situation, down I go. So you are forced to grow, provided you keep that proper attitude. So the proper attitude is one which Sri Krishna has said. Like many times when the plane takes off, there's a layer, cover of clouds. It all seems dark and dreary. And when the plane breaks through this cover of clouds, you find the beautiful sunshine and complete peace. Likewise, we have to keep on lifting our mind higher and higher above these dualities. So remember that these dualities, we are experiencing them because of our ignorance. If the ignorance were not there, then the duality would just dissolve. One man, he was thinking of selling his factory, but the deal had not been done. And when he woke up in the morning, he got the news that the factory is burning. And he came running and stood by the side and started crying, "Oh my God, my factory is burning." His eldest son came running and said, "Father, why are you crying so much?" "Arey beta, 30 years of effort and it's all in flames." The son said, "Father, do you know that person who was negotiating, yesterday the contract was signed. So it is sold, it's not ours now." The father said, "Really?" He stopped crying, said, "Thank God, you're so kind." The factory is still burning, but he's not feeling any unhappiness. In the meantime, the second son came. And the second son said, "There is no reason to feel relieved as yet. Do you know what? That check which we received for the payment, it was not honored, it bounced." The father said, "Really?" He started crying again. Now he was crying, then he stopped, now he's crying, and the third son came. The third son said, "Father, I just spoke to the customer and he said he's a gentleman. If he has purchased it, he has purchased it. And if the check bounced, it was his mistake. And he will honor the deal and progress with it. After all, he'll recover something from the insurance. All is good." The father said, "Oh my God, again he is happy." So his happiness and distress is changing based on his understanding. This is mine, this is not mine, this is mine, this is not mine. Likewise, our intellect is telling us, I am the body and my priority in life is my bodily comforts. And when they are getting challenged, we are feeling unhappy. Now the saintly person Sri Krishna is talking about says, I am not the body, I am the soul. And my job in this world is not my destination. This world is only for my purification. You know, when Akbar made Fatehpur Sikri, even at that time there was a Christian preacher there. So Akbar put a message which he thought is from the Bible. He put it in Persian. Later on, people did research and they found it's not from the Bible, but the message out there is, this world is like a bridge. Cross over it, but make no house on it. So when you have this perspective, then you say, never mind. Like King Janak. You know, somebody came and said, your Rajdhani is burning. He said, never mind. And that kind of knowledge enables us to put number one value in our value system, our growth. Grow from within. And when that becomes the perspective, then we try and find the peace in our heart that nobody can snatch away from us. If your peace is dependent on circumstances, it can be snatched away. Some people's peace is snatched away very easily. People come and say, Swamiji, I am so disturbed. You did not smile at me today. Look, when there are 300 people, I may have forgotten to smile at one person, but if your peace is dependent on this, then my God, you're really in trouble. You have to find a peace that's irrespective of everything. The Buddha had a disciple called Sariputra. So Sariputra went into the ashram and he practiced his sadhana and achieved proficiency and found great peace. And he started relishing and enjoying that peace. And the Buddha said, you better get out of the ashram. I need you to go out now and do seva outside. Are Guruji, I am in so much of peace out here, now you are sending me out there. The Buddha said, you have got attached to this now. First you were attached to the outside, now you are attached to the inside. And enlightenment means rising beyond both. Where you are neither attached to the outside nor to the inside, you have risen beyond dualities. And in that stage, you will be perfectly at peace, no matter where you are, no matter how you are. Of course, in the first initial stage, it's always advantageous. You go into the Himalayas for some time, or you come to the JKYog retreat for 3 days, right? You charge up your batteries. But if somebody says, I want to be in the retreat all the year long, then Guruji will say, no, this is only for charging up your batteries. Now you learn to be in high consciousness, even while doing all your works.